Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And a very good day I bid to all the lecturers, my fellow friends, and all of my audience. My name is Azizul Halim Khairi bin Razali, and I'm from Faculty of Dentistry, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Year 1. Ladies and gentlemen, how was your day? I hope all of you are as fit as a fiddle. Did you manage to adapt with the new norm in our life? I know life as a student nowadays is a bit challenging, right? We need others to survive in this life of a student. Had anybody here asking for help from their senior or friends? How do they react to your question? Did they really help you or they just ignore you? How do you feel if they ignore you just because your past mistake that you have made? Absolutely, you will feel hurt and down, right? Is it right to treat people who had made blunder in their life wrongly? Actually, what are our true nature as a human? So, ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to give a speech about the burning snake. Some of you might asking, Azizul, what is the burning snake? I would like to start my speech today with a story. The story begins when a man walked along a road and suddenly he saw a burning snake at the side of the road. Without wasting any time, he grabbed the snake with his hand and take the snake out from the fire. Suddenly, the snake bite his hand, which causes him to release the snake into the fire again. He quickly take the snake out from the fire, however, this time he uses a stick. A man saw this incident and asked him, "Hey mate, why do you still help that snake, although the snake had bite you?" He says, "Brother, the nature of a snake is to bite, but our nature as a human is to help others. It never been wrong to help a bad people, however, be careful when you give them your help." Today, I would like to talk with all of you, about our true nature as a human, which is to help others regardless their blunder that they have made. We should be truthful to our nature as a human, which is to help others regardless their races, their language, or their mistakes. However, today's society thinks that we should only help good people. Why? This is because due to the mindset that had been inculcated in them since they were born. By who? By their parent, by their community around them. They said that only people with good behavior are deserved to be treated nicely. This is totally wrong. Why? Because we have no right to neglect others even though they had made blunder. All religion in this world call the believer to respond bad things with good things. Be like a tree. When there is someone throws stone at you, replies it with sweet fruits. Why? Because people make mistakes. It is not our job to judge people, because we are preachers, not judges. I'm sure that you have seen that there is a need in helping others. But you may be asking, how can we help the people with bad behavior like this? Let me tell you this. Always be careful when dealing with someone that might harm you. Always be considerate in what kind of help that you want to give to them. You should think, do they really need our help? Or they just pretend that they have problem? One example, if there is someone who are in need of food, what kind of help that we can give to them? Did we can just give them food or we give them money? So in my opinion, if we scared that they might misuse the money that we gave, we just give them food instead. Second, if our friend who like to avoid paying debt face financial problem, what we can do? We can whether give them moral support in ways to overcome their financial problem, or we just can provide them with financial support. Next, always be wise when dealing with other people. Be safe is like one of the priority in life. If someone need our help but it might risk our life, Always be wise and choose other alternatives to help them. Why? Because safe is our priority. As you can see, it is not wrong to help a person even though they had made blunder in their life, because none of us is perfect. All you really have to think is, do they really need our help? Or is it important for us to help them? Now, let's take a look what are the possible outcomes if we help this kind of person. First, always believe in humanity, which kindness may somehow influence a person to become better. A good example will always influence a person to have positive vibes in their life. Never regret for being a good person to a bad people. Why? Because your behavior says everything about you and their behavior says enough about them. Last but not least, people can change. People will always react by the way they have been treated. It is not impossible to change a person's attitude by the way we treat them, because it is our nature as a human to help others. Remember, a good community will always produce a good and positive individual. All in all, one pillar of humanity is helping others. It somehow be difficult for being good to the person that had treated us harshly in our life. However, if we manage to treat them kindly, we may change their future by changing their attitude to become a better human. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, be a person who always add positive values in life that surrounds you, wherever you are, wherever you go. Last but not least, be good to others, regardless their lifestyle, their history, because we never know when we need their help. Be kind in the name of humanity to make this world a better world for us. It is never too late to change. That's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.